Today we're going to look at a home security camera system by a company called Anchor. This product is called eufyCam. Eufy is a brand for this camera system. Now let's have a look at the front of the box of eufyCam. So you can see that the main highlight here, it says one charge equals to 365 days. In the front you can see the HomeBase, and it comes with two cameras. It's called eufyCam wire-free HD security 2 camera set. So it is completely wireless, so the camera does not have any cables to the HomeBase. Quality of the picture is 1080p Full HD, and it is weatherproof IP67. It has military grade data security and face recognizing alerts. And another thing is, it says free local storage. Let's have a look at the side of the box. This is the quality of the picture. It has night vision, it has live streaming, it has two-way audio, and the viewing angle is 140 degrees wide angle. So these are some of the other details that's mentioned here. And the next set of information, and the next one. This is the back of the box. This camera is designed from the ground up to offer wireless freedom without compromising your security. With free local storage and 0 monthly fees, eufyCam is ready to go right out of the box. You get two eufyCam wire-free security cameras, two outdoor mounts, two indoor mounts, mounting screws, warranty card, 16GB micro SD card, Eufy HomeBase, Ethernet cable for HomeBase, AC power adapter for HomeBase, micro USB charging cable, warning sticker, and owner's manual. It's 100% wire free, no hidden costs, no monthly fees, and 0 contracts, because it has a 16GB micro SD card where the files will be recorded, and it has a year-long battery life. You charge once and it should last up to 1 year. And then you have two mounting choices for each camera. One is for indoor mount and one is for outdoor mount. It has real-time mobile alerts, so when motions are detected, it will notify you instantly. And it has 100 decibel intruder siren, so you have a loud and piercing alarm that you can turn off and off remotely. And there is anti-theft camera protection. So siren and alert are triggered when cameras are moved without clearance. That seems to be a good idea. And 10-hour backup battery. Auxiliary power keeps the HomeBase operational for 10 hours. So this will be useful in case there is no electricity, it gets cut off for any reason. The HomeBase will run for 10 hours. So the cameras already have batteries, so they are fine, but the HomeBase depends on power, so this backup battery helps in case of power outage. And military grade data security, so the footage and data is encrypted. It is weatherproof for water resistance, and you can use within the range of temperatures of -4 degrees Fahrenheit until 122 degrees Fahrenheit. It's have human detection technology and optional cloud storage. You can get additional storage space. I'm sure it might be a paid option. And smart integration, it works with Alexa, the Google Assistant, and IFTTT for easy viewing and control. And this system has face recognizing alerts. AI technology scans faces to see if they are your pre-registered database of trusted individuals. Let's look at this side now. The free Eufy Security app, it's available for App Store and Google Play. So you can search for and view previous recordings. So it seems to be a list of videos based on dates, and this screenshot shows live stream and save footages from multiple cameras. There seems to be another box inside. Okay, there's a small box at the top. Let's see what's inside this box. This small package with some cards and stickers. The first thing you see here after that is the two cameras. This is the Eufy Security camera, and let's look at the front of the camera. You can see that the lens is here with the microphone, the speaker. If you look at the top, there's a button here. You'll see the word sync. These are some details of the camera, and at the back you can see this opening here. When you open that, micro USB connector, so this will be used to charge the camera. You can keep it close to keep away the elements such as water and dust. Since this is magnetic, I'm going to show you with this spoon, just a bit of a heavy spoon. So you can see that it's sticking quite strong. It's pretty solid. Oh. It's easy to fix it on metal areas. Okay, now let's put one camera aside, and we'll put that aside as well. Next thing you see is the HomeBase. So this is the HomeBase. So if you compare the size of the camera and the HomeBase, in the front of the HomeBase it says Eufy Security, LED indicator light, some ventilation all around. At the bottom, at the top, there's a switch, the button called sync or alarm off. At the back you have this ventilation area, and it says HomeBase has a built-in backup battery. So if you need to power off HomeBase completely, unplug the AC power adapter, press this button. The power, IQ USB connector, the network cable, micro SD card slot. So there is already a micro SD in there, and we have another box here. This is one of the mount which is provided for the camera. Once you fix it, it should remain solid. This is the other mount which has the screw type. Once you set the position, you can tighten it, unscrew it and remove it, then tighten it, and you can move this part. This one has the two screw holes where you can screw it on the wall and then fix it this way. Once it's tight, hold tight on the position. Those are the two kind of mounts which is provided for each camera. This is a charging adapter. It comes with two kinds of plugs or sockets. One is for Australia, and you have another one as well which I'm not going to use. It also comes with these plastic sun screws, where if you drill a hole on the wall, this is the micro USB cable. You can use this to charge the cameras. Network cable. That's what we have out of the box. The HomeBase, two cameras, charging options, and the mounting options. Quick start guide, first page. So you can see there are a few steps to be done. For HomeBase installations, you need the HomeBase. So this is the HomeBase. Need HomeBase power adapter. Okay, we have the HomeBase power adapter and Ethernet cable. So I've got one here. This one is connected to the wireless Wi-Fi router, and micro SD card. So it's inserted into HomeBase. So the micro SD card is here, it's already in there, and you can see this plastic seal, so you don't have to take it out, you can just leave it as it is. For the eufyCam installation, so you need the eufyCam camera, and next is micro USB charging cable, that's for charging. So one is provided in there, the others are for mounting. So I'm not going to do the mounting now. I'm going to show you how to set up the HomeBase and the camera. First step now is to connect the HomeBase to the internet. So you need to power on the HomeBase and then use the Ethernet cable provided to connect the HomeBase. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Just plug in the socket here, and then I'm going to connect this to the back here. I have plugged in the power connector, and now I'm going to plug in the network cable in there. Once you have connected the power and network cable and turn on the HomeBase, the LED indicator should turn to white. This may take up to 1 minute. So let's look at the indicator light. It is now showing white light. It's blinking. Next step is to get the app and set up the system. So we need to download the Eufy Security app from the App Store or Google Play. Let's open it now. Clicking allow, and this is the end user license agreement page. Click on accept, access the device location, allow. Since I don't have an account yet, I'm going to click the sign up here. So it sends a verification email. I have now clicked the verification link in my email and the account should be activated now. This is the Eufy Security app home, and it shows no devices yet. At the top, that's the menu. This is a way to contact them, and at the bottom there is options: devices, events, and security. So let's have a look at the top one: my devices, family and guest, settings, help, and about. Let's click my devices. So there's no device yet. Go back, family and guests, share devices to your family or friends, so you can invite. Let's click on settings. You have app permissions, smart integrations, device display order, and screenshot pop-up. Let's look at the bottom: devices, there's nothing here. Events, so this should be displaying all the events captured on the video camera. And security tab, so no devices yet. So let's start with adding a device. So you have options here like HomeBase, HomeBase E, HomeBase 2, eufyCam, eufyCam E, eufyCam 2, eufyCam 2C, floodlight cam, wired doorbell, and entry sensor. So what we're going to do is we're going to add HomeBase. So this is the one we have. Click on that. So it says connect HomeBase to your router's LAN port, which we have done. Power on HomeBase. So we've done that as well. So it is now connected to the internet. So click on next. Connect your phone to the same Wi-Fi router HomeBase is connected to. Okay, so I am connected to the Wi-Fi as well on this phone, and I'm going to click next. So wait 1 minute until HomeBase LED turns red to white. So the HomeBase LED is already white. Next.
Press the sync button until you hear the sound.
Okay, press the sync or alarm button for 2 seconds until you hear HomeBase is ready for setup. So this is the sync alarm off button on the top here. So I'm going to press that for 2 seconds.
HomeBase is ready for setup.
Okay, so we've heard that, and click on next. Discovering HomeBase.
HomeBase was added successfully.
Give your HomeBase a name and then confirm. HomeBase is added successfully. You can see that here. I'm going to click next. It's checking firmware. HomeBase must be updated to the latest version, so we can do the update from here as well. So it is now updating HomeBase, so this should take around 10 minutes. Once the firmware update has been completed, it comes back to the add device security page. So you can see HomeBase is already there, and then the next thing is to add the camera. So this is the eufyCam. There's two types of eufyCam. One is eufyCam, the other one is eufyCam 2. It is eufyCam.
Press the sync button until you hear the beep.
So you need to press the sync button for 2 seconds until you hear a beep. This is the sync button. I'm going to press for 2 seconds. Okay, you heard the beep. Click next.
Ready device. Added successfully.
Give it a name. Front door. Okay, and click on, actually you have other options as well, and or you can even customize. So since I'm going to have this at the front door, I'll put that and click next. So this camera has been added successfully. So I'm going to click on next. Optimal battery life is selected. So video clip length is up to 20 seconds. And then optimal surveillance can be up to 60 seconds. And you can even customize recording. So I leave it at optimal battery life and click on next. On the next screen gives information about charging battery. Fully charge the battery before mounting for 365 days of surveillance on one charge. Click on it. And this is the information about how to mount the camera, and there is a video as well about how to mount it. So you can watch this video and take some tips from there about mounting. So I'm just going to click next. So okay, looks like the eufyCam is active. This is the video that I'm looking at. I'm going to change the position. It takes about a second or two. So it is not as fast as you would think as real time, but it's just a second or two, which is not too bad. HomeBase and the camera has been set up, and during the setup process we had the network cable connected. So this is connected from the HomeBase to the Wi-Fi router. So there is a limit of how far you can go depending on the length of the cable, but if you need to put it far away from the router, you will need to set up the Wi-Fi configuration. So I will now show you how to do that. On the Eufy Security app, you can see this, the HomeBase and the first camera has been set up. And for configuring the Wi-Fi network, so we need to click on this gear icon on the HomeBase, and you can see the HomeBase settings. So you have the name and the connection is Ethernet. So touch on that, and then it says Ethernet connected, and there's an option called Wi-Fi setup. Touch on that, and it scans for all the available Wi-Fi networks, and you will need to connect the one which is preferred. So it says only 2.4G Wi-Fi is supported. So I'm going to connect to Wi-Fi now. I have entered the Wi-Fi network password as well, and click on next.
Testing Wi-Fi connection. HomeBase has connected to Wi-Fi successfully.
So I'm just going to click next, and it says unplug the HomeBase power adapter and Ethernet cable. HomeBase will still be running. Okay, so it's reminding me, please unplug the Ethernet cable. So I'm going to do that now.
HomeBase is switching to Wi-Fi repeater mode.
Okay, so HomeBase is now on Wi-Fi mode.
HomeBase has connected to Wi-Fi successfully.
Okay, that's good. So now with the only power cord attached, I can unplug it now and it will run on battery.
HomeBase is now operating on backup battery.
So I can move this HomeBase to a different location and plug it in back to the power supply. Okay, I've brought the HomeBase to the desired location and I've connected the power adapter. I'm going to click on start test. So it's saying testing HomeBase Wi-Fi signal. It says the configured Wi-Fi connection is great. Let's go back. So the connection is now on Wi-Fi. Once you've completed those steps, you will see the list of devices on your Eufy Security app. You have the HomeBase and you have the front door camera. So you can see that it's showing the battery life is showing as full. Then there's this Wi-Fi and a few icons here, and let's click the play button. So once you click the play button, it's actually showing a live video with the date and timestamp on it. There's another feature that I might want to try. So this is the camera, and if I want to speak to someone, who might be trespassing. So I might need to click this and speak. Okay, I'm going to allow Eufy Security to record audio. Hello. You can speak to someone who's in front of the camera or someone who's trespassing and let them know that you're watching. So that'd be a good idea. So I'm going to go back and proceed with adding a new device and then get that mounted on the wall as well. Once that's done, it's all good to go. Let's have a look at the booklet, and we've already done this. We've installed the app, we found signal strength, and these are some steps on height and location, which is the best for the camera, and mounting the camera outdoors steps, and mounting the camera indoors, and there's charging information. So if you want to charge it fast within 4 hours, you can charge it by connecting to the HomeBase. So at the back of the HomeBase you can see this IQ charger. So you connect the provided cable from here and connect it to the back of the camera, and that should charge within 4 hours. So otherwise you can use the normal charging on other cables directly connected to the wall, and that might take much longer. So those are all the steps needed to get this up and running. It's actually pretty easy, and the app itself guides step by step. At the moment there's no events shown here, so once I set it up, hopefully it will capture people and movements and show some videos here. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and this is the video about setting up eufyCam, and hope you like it. Please like the video, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.